Paul Georgie from Allendale. It's June 28th, 2010. Well, the corn market's going to start out lower this morning. Beans maybe a little higher. Wheat under a little bit of pressure as well. We're not getting any support here from the outside markets. The dollar, as we speak, is about unchanged. The crude oil down 85 cents, and the stock market's unchanged. In the economic news, we got monthly unemployment numbers coming out here on Friday morning, and the weather situation, the tropical storm that is in the Gulf of Mexico, appears that it's going to be staying well away from the oil spill area, so not causing any problems there. But the weather itself in the corn growing areas in the Midwest looks excellent here for the next several days. Looks like we should dry out over the next week of some of these extremely wet areas that we've had. Crop conditions will be reported this afternoon. It's going to be hard to see that corn will have gone down much in their good to excellent category. As driving around this weekend, it looks like the crop just is fantastic. And we do have First Notice Day coming out on Wednesday. So if you've got any July contracts, you want to make sure you're out of those long positions without, so you don't have the risk of getting delivered on here on Wednesday morning. Also on Wednesday, we've got this big USDA report, the acreage report, planted acreage, and that will it's going to impact the market considerably here. The anticipation may even impact us. The trade average is for an increase of about 400,000 acres of corn and a slight increase in soybean acres. The trade expectations on this report are combined with all the other negative things is putting the pressure on the markets here this morning. We've got technical action that is very weak. We had a weekly outside week down close on Friday, so that is compounding the negative attitude in the corn market here today. We're also pushing up against some key support areas. 353 3/4 is the June low, 352 3/4 the September 09 low. There has been some positive news. The China official says they probably will begin to buy more U.S. corn before the end of the marketing year, which could support us some, but they also said that they're not going to buy near as much as what the trade's expecting, and that could put a little pressure on this market as well. So all said and done, not a lot of positive news out here this morning, which in itself could give us some support when you put in as much pressure on the market as we see here today. And if we can hold these support areas, you may get some short covering buying to come in here later in the session. In the soybeans, the technicals there not quite as negative. We're still in a bit of an uptrend here in the long-term downtrend picture, but the chart support there is around the $9 area, $9.20 area. So we've had about a 50% retracement of the June rally, so things look a little more positive in the soybeans. Crop conditions are expected to be lower this week in the good to excellent category, simply because of the extreme amount of moisture that we've seen go through the corn belt here in the last 7 to 8 days. In the wheat market, 1 to 2 lower there. Egypt bought 120,000 tons of Russian wheat, left us on the sidelines. So not much news. Wheat's kind of following the trend. Harvest is progressing, but at a very slow pace because of the rains that have gone through the Midwest. Over in the livestock trade, cattle cutout values were lower on Friday, down 19 cents in the choice. Select was down 68. The cheaper grain prices could help support the feeder cattle prices here this morning. But look for the cattle to continue to work higher. We had a strong technical close on Friday. setbacks should be well supported there. In the hogs, the Hogs and Pigs report was released on Friday. Looks mostly neutral. However, it did show that we reduced the overall hog supply, the breeding herd, down 3%, which is what we need to do to stay current on these hogs and to put this pork industry in a much better position to continue to work higher in price and have some profitability. The livestock market's expected to open mixed here this morning. Cattle called 10 to 15 lower, hogs 10 to 20 higher off of the strength or the Hogs and Pigs report there on Friday. So if you got any questions, give us a call, 800-262-7538. We'll be happy to answer any questions you might have. We wish you a successful trading day. We'll talk to you tomorrow morning. Thank you.